All right. Good morning, traders. Happy Friday. What can go wrong on a Friday? Title of this video, we'll find out. Hopefully everything goes right. So, quote of the day, it can be very expensive to try and prove to the market that you are right. Letting the ego trade for you. We've gone over this many times. We got to avoid letting the ego trade for us. And trying, that's kind of the crutch on my account when I have big losses. Is what I'll do is I get married to them. They're not loyal. Get kind of married to a ticker, especially when you're red on it. Why can't I marry a ticker that I'm green on? No, that's not the way it works. Unfortunately, psychologically for me, marry the losers, and then they end up taking you on the ride of your life that you don't really necessarily want to go on. So we're going to avoid letting the ego trade, focus on confirmation over anticipation, remaining disciplined, focused, and confident, even in the face of adversity. So let's dive in. One of the leading gappers this morning, GITS. I'm not seeing any news here. Lowerish float, 341's the 200-day moving average, already tapped that. This Friday, we want to see how things are going to play out and open up. Yesterday, a lot of gainers in pre-market, but it was met with a lot of those tickers got stuffed out of the open. Now, one ticker that has not gotten stuffed is SBET. Wow. Yeah, SBET. This one from $2 a week ago to 107 now. Anybody ride this one along the way? Good morning to you, Kevin, from Lakeland, Florida. Anybody ride SBET? SharpLink Gaming. So, related to Bitcoin. It's in the Ethereum space. Soared a week ago after the company adopts Ethereum's treasury strategy. And then we saw the week thereafter where pretty much any news related to Bitcoin at all on a ticker they were seeing spikes. And in fact, we saw that with tickers that were even just recycling their news, such as I think it was SGN. Yeah, SGN, that one. Recycled some of their news that they came out with in April, and we saw that get stuffed. So, wow, SGN actually yesterday had a impressive zombie hour pump into a sell-off. All right, so a few tickers I'm looking at this morning on the quieter side, not the SBET side of things. There's money to make. SBET. This is getting a massive squeeze, but CPro is still interesting to me, guys. I mean, it's a slower play, but it's actually curling up to 250 right now. They had the positive phase 3 trials on Wednesday. It could not crack under 2. In fact, it's still holding up and testing out a 250 resistance right now. Let's see. HBIO, this one fades brought up to my attention yesterday. I tried this off stream. Took a small L on it. Still was up $50-some yesterday and ended it there. HBIO didn't quite get to $1. I like this one for a fade. You see where the descending triangle resistance is that it's tapping 61-ish cents. It's pulling back off of that right now. Pretty much the risk is this yellow previous close 67 cents on HBIO. I like the short there for a slow fade today, but not if it's going to get it right now. We'll see how that one's going to open up. And the market's about to open up. MODV, similar story. I like the resistance 150 there. What an after hours move. Otherwise, confirmation over anticipation. Let's see what the market's going to be bringing to us this morning. GITS opening up around 3. If you guys have the news, let me know. I didn't see any. RRGB, Red Robin, came out with good earnings, but it's got massive resistance. Well, it's actually sitting at the 200-day right now. And it's got massive resistance up and over, $4.90 up towards $5. I'm curious to see if Red Robin on that earnings is going to pop close to 5. I wouldn't mind a short there. Up closer to $5. It's sitting right on the 200 right now. 200 day, 458. RRGB. Let me go ahead and pull that symbol up. See if I even have shorts. But yeah, up there close. I mean, pretty much where it's getting up to right now. Up closer to $5. It's not very expensive for the shorts. Let me take a look real quick. RRGB. I'm gonna take a look at the short interest. It's trading like it's 20%. Yeah, 18%. Fades, what's going on, man? GITS, no news, Piglet. Yeah, it looked like there was nothing there. All right, RRGB. I think I'm gonna locate these shares. 100 for 50 cents. I'm gonna do it. All right, I got the shares right now up and over 5. I kind of like it. I'm gonna tap it right around here. $5. She's squeezing up right now. 520 is kind of an area I'm looking at, but wow, blowing past that right now. Front side trading. That's what I get. $5.40, I'll be out of it. It looks like we halted. No, we didn't. It's a fake halt. Damn. All right. I'll be out of it. RRGB is not bad, but 20% short interest on the float. Man, she is just smacking up right over all that resistance. Maybe she heads up here to $6. Yeah, can't help myself, Kayvon. HBIO fading off of 60 cents. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Mr. Keith in the building. Money's still not in my account. Okay. Keith, what's the email associated with your account? Let's just all email and maybe we'll. Yeah, send it over to me, Avery Day Trading. I'll nudge them too and see, wake them up. Yeah, that it should be in there. Man, RRGB is like the only ticker getting this morning spike. Goodness gracious. Of course. That's funny. All right, SBET 113. She's up at BLRX with the fade. I want one of these silent, quiet fades, Mr. Fades. Looking for a few of them. BSLK was a potential to trend join. GITS just dumping. Yeah, no news there. MODV snapping. HBIO. I am interested in HBIO still for a fade off of that 60 cents. thinking about that. Slow fader. Let me see how much those cost. Not too bad. 400 shares for $320. Well, I'm glad so far I am out of RRGB. Man. Yeah, I just gotta avoid these 18% float and front side. I like the after hours resistance up here around 5, and 520 was the main risk. It just jumped up there so quick. 520. Yeah, mainly right up in here was the main risk, but they jump up quick. They can jump up quick. That increased volatility at the open. BSLK trying for the little bit of a red to green move. A lot of resistance that one has up towards 350 and beyond. Yeah, Keith, sorry about that. That sucks. That should definitely be in your account. SBET up towards 118. There's CPro. Yeah, CPro right around 250. Trying to break. How about the breakout today? Man, I did like this ticker. It's so slow. Like yesterday, it went sideways doing nothing. Phase 3 positive trials on Wednesday. And today is attempting to get that break. Did you attach your account number with the funds, like in the memo? RRGB. Man, idiot, Kevin, idiot. I still like this one. I just gotta wait for it, I feel like. $568. 520 might hold up on it, so I'm gonna wait on that one. Man, give back a lot of funds just jumping into something early. SBET hitting 124 and snapping off of that. HBIO lower. That one's a good one. Fades, this is a good one I was eyeballing. I don't know how low we go here though. HBIO 60 cents, really good. But do we go all the way back down into the 30s? I don't know. Hey, Doug. Good to see you in here. Doug, I got your message this morning. SBET. SBET. You had it at like $10. Just needed to sit on your hands, Doug. For multiple days. What a trade. Keith, you'll be good on the 2nd. Okay, well, hopefully they don't take out the monthly funds then for you, since you'll be funding it early in the month. BSLK, massive red to green move here. I mean, we could see This should be met by a lot of resistance. Let me look at the shorts on this one. Oh my god, dude. $37 for 200. Yeah, that's quite a bit of time there. Oh my god, RRGB. I can't trade tilted. Wow. Wow. Halted down. 570s. I knew it was a good play. I just got in a little damn early. Okay, let me flip through some tickers, see what else is going on. LVWR trying to make a climb back up. That one chart is all over the place. Okay, yeah, that took way too long. That took way too long. All right, MLGO spiking up. Just get some practice in on the day. 175, some resistance. MLGO spiking up. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tilted on this RRGB. Alright, we move on. IMNN spiking up. IMNN, okay. A little penny play spiking up. Man, she's having continuation here. A little breakout, 220 breakout, IMNN. God, dude, this thing is up so much. Inactivity fee. You can't even trade it. Yeah, I know, Kayvon. With the small account, I feel like I have to trend join like that. Just wait for the red candle to come through, then jump in. I've thought about it, Fades. I've thought about it. Yeah, I may do both at least. CPro and trade the pool. Something along those lines. Although prop firms just kind of sketch me out. Seeing everything that's going on always with over there with the prop firms. ORIC spiking up, a little spready. Damn it. Yeah, ORIC, something's there. SBET still halted. Wonder if she's going like T12. BSLK, yeah, that one snapped. Very expensive locates there, unfortunately. LVWR. LVWR is one that's holding up right now. Yeah, I can see the benefit in that fade. It's just helping you get through some of your hurdles for sure. I can definitely see the benefit in that. Even if it is sketch for $100, being able to really learn the ins and outs. RRGB just opened up in the 460s. These things are annoying because they make you not want to stop out, you know. I knew a hunch was like, Kevin, add to this, but that's not a profitable approach. ORIC is a maybe up here, but it's real thin. I don't think I can take that with how thin it is. CPro still trying to break out of the 250 area. I mean, CPro could be the play. Nothing else is going on. $250 is kind of the support area now on CPro. She is tempting. CPro against like 250. Thinking about it. I don't know if Friday's the day for it. I'll jump in there. CPro. Give it. It's coming down to 250. I'll give it to like 245. Set the stop on it. Keeping it tight down here. See if we can bounce and continue up. 250 was that breakout area from the prior day. See that lower shadow at 250. I'll give her an opportunity. See if 250 will hold. Slowing down a lot, though. Yeah, slowing down a lot. At 250, let's see if she'll pop back up through it. What are you guys trading right now? I'm trying not to look at RRGB since that one has me so tilted. Come on, dude. Hold 250. Are you guys still sitting on your hands? Not a ton going on. I do like this CPro here, but we need a lot of volume to come into this, and I don't know if Friday's the day for it. We're going to have to find out after these messages. Yeah, I just don't know if today's the day for it. Doesn't entirely look like it. It's been pretty heavy on that previous breakout area. GITS, you still working the fade there? Is she still fading pretty good? GITS. Yeah, GITS. We'll see what she does. Very quiet. LVWR still going straight up, guys. Coming up to 420. LVWR still straight up. Man, yeah, I'm going to get stopped out. CPro, she's just not getting it. Today's not going to be her day. RRGB back up over 5. Could be a sloppy seconds play there. Where are we at, RRGB? God, here we go. I'm going to take a sloppy seconds on this. $503 fill, RRGB. Pretty much what I'm wanting here, RRGB, or what I don't want. Yeah, 520. I want it to stay kind of heavy under 520. 520. Very key area right here for me. Very key area. RRGB. I'm going to set the OCO right now. $535. $535 is the stop. RRGB. Let's see if sloppy seconds can hold up. CPro, I just got liquidated on that one. CPro is a no-go. $5.20, I need that to hold up here on RRGB. That sloppy seconds push. I'll take some off on that push down there under 5. 513 is my sitting average. Popping up to right now. I'm going to keep the rest of these pretty tight. I'll do 525. Alright, CPro is a no-go. LVWR, my god, she's still going. LVWR still going. RRGB, I just don't want back up to back up and holding 525, so I'm going to set my stop up there. SBET finally opened up and getting crushed. GITS still slow, still a little slow fader there. RGB pulling back in a little bit. Take a look at this chart real quick. I think I'm going to hit it again, still risking 520, 513 average. It's going to really mess my average up. I don't know if I should be scalping this thing or keep hitting it. I'll hit it again. I'll hit it again and put the stop 520, 525. Don't do me dirty, though. Do not do me dirty. As soon as I get in this, she's going to shoot up. Do not do me dirty. She looks like she's going to do me dirty. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Butchered today so badly. Butchered today so badly. Focusing on RRGB. I made $2 on it. Oh, tilted. Well, I'm locked out. LVWR up towards $5. So that's been one of the algorithmic trendy plays heading up towards $5. Up 99 cents a week ago. 99 cents a week ago. GITS still paying fades. Good work there. Good patience. Just a beautiful play. Good patience. Yeah, the slow stuff is so easy to manage risk a lot better on. Like several of the RRGB looked like it was a slower-ish kind of play, until that morning spike based on the after-hours pre-market activity. That's why I was looking for kind of the HBIO slower fade and MODV slow fade and then tunneled into it. Matt, I do not know how to utilize Webull screener for small cap. Somebody in here might, though. We have some Webull guys in here. Okay. LVWR is the one kind of with most of the attention right now, and the one that's actually holding up its gains. CPro, god dang it, dude. Why are you taking me out and doing all this funky choppiness? Pony making a return. Pony's making a return. 16's up to 18. IMNN could be a little sloppy seconds against the highs. 267 down to 220. Now she's curling back up. Could be a sloppy seconds hit. All right. Yeah, guys, come Monday, when the fees get taken out, you'll be sitting right at $500 now on the account. So easy to lose what I grinded yesterday. Grinded what I lost yesterday throughout the day, and giving it back on this little morning spiker that I got tilted with. Thankfully, I'm locked out of the account, because otherwise I'd probably be giving more back. I'm so irritated by that ticker. IMNN coming up to its highs right now in the 260s. RRGB with the 18% short interest, trying to hold 520 now and climb all the way back up after the halt down a point. CPro now trying to hold 250s well, and LVWR. Those are pretty much the four plays that are holding up. Outside of that, on the short side, I did like MLGO. She's a slower one. BSLK with the these red to green moves. They do not sustain themselves often, especially if they have a lot of, like, I didn't used to understand this, right? So if there's a ton of overhead resistance from after hours and pre-market, there's just going to be a lot of natural players that are already in there looking to get out. So the red to green moves don't hold up as well. I was looking for a short there, but they were way too expensive. It was like $30-some for just a couple hundred, which I guess would have been worth it. I don't know. GITS still going sideways. Oh, man. You found anything, Kayvon, yet on your reversals? IMNN popping up to the highs. Still an ANET. Nice little curl on that one. Good. Yeah. As long as that trend stays, hold on to it. Alright, let me see if anything else is up on the scans right now. FAAS. FAAS, this one's been a play for a couple weeks. 18 cents a couple weeks ago. $1.40 right now. She's still trending higher. Trying to break out from 120. We have like 170s, 175 as next level resistance, FAAS. Look at this, fades. NPWR, not bad. NPWR had a zombie hour move yesterday, 170s to 303, and gave us a spike right up into that resistance, into the 260s. I don't know how I missed that one. Don't know how I missed that one. All right. So for those that are just now tuning in, a couple things to be mindful of. FAAS at the highs up from 16 cents a couple weeks ago. IMNN is up at its highs on the day. Here's the chart on it. 220 was the break area. It's having a little bit of a breakout. It's up a lot though. IMNN up a lot. RRGB, 18% short interest, positive quarter one earnings. And CPro, which I bottom ticked out of this one, up in the 260s. CPro had the positive phase 3 trials. 250 is its breakout area that is attempting to hold. Chopping around a little bit though. And then LVWR. Those are pretty much the plays. LVWR at its highs the last few days. I jumped in RRGB too early this morning, got stopped out, hit the max on the day. I think what I'm going to do, because I trade fine otherwise, I think what I'm going to do is just put like a timer up. Literally, I'm just not even going to trade. Unless it's the hangover. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's the hangover, I don't think I'm trading. I can't trade the open. I can't give, like, I cannot give back what I made yesterday in literally a minute. It's just so dumb. Jumping into front side. I don't know. For those that are here listening to me ramble, what do you think? The rule should be set a timer, or the rule should be just avoid front side? Or the rule could be like Kayvon suggested, wait for like a 1 minute or 5 minute. Oh, probably the 1 minute candle, because the 5 minute, these things dump so quickly. I don't know. That can't happen again, though. So I got to do something. They're hard to manage risk, you know, when they jump up like that at the market open, 430 to 570. It's hard to manage risk front side, so it kind of F's you up because I'm setting my stop as it's shooting up another 50 cents. Mr. Barron in here. What's going on, Barron? You recovering from yesterday? Yeah, it's just so annoying when like, these things work. I don't know. I'm just... They typically work out like it's working right now. My problem is my entries. And then tight stops. If I'm going to have tight stops, I gotta like kind of trend join, I think. Otherwise, I just need to hit until they work. If I'm trying front side's going to be too difficult. Need to probably trend join. See, this thing's snapping right now, and I had the right idea on this bear flag coming back up to the highs as it's selling off. I mean, today looking at it should be so freaking easy. These trades in hindsight look so easy. I butcher them. If you're only giving them one shot, one entry, then you gotta wait for like better signal. Oftentimes they just dump so quickly it's difficult. You're green today and yesterday, making up for going on tilt Tuesday. Nice. Good work. You're holding on for dear life, RRGB. Which side of the move are you on? Yeah, my trades are just too ugly. I wish that, let me, sorry guys for those that are wanting to get alerts. I wish I could fit my orders on the chart. Like with CPro, I cannot see the trades. Fit orders, fit positions. You were short, got out green. Good. Good. Nice work. Nice work. So here's the thing. I stopped out twice on it, Baron, and really bad stops too. Like, here's my entry. If I could put my arrows on the chart. Got in at 5. Took it all 540 on the loss. Went up to 570, then dropped down to 460. I hit it again on a 5, up towards 520. Stopped out tight, up over 520 towards 530. I'm just thinking about what I need to do. Size down and give them more room, or... See, I trust myself not to take massive losses on these, but I'm going to take a lot of cumulative losses. And if I'm only giving them a single entry, I gotta wait for, like... I think the single entries, I have to wait for backside. I'm going to bounce my head around for that for just a little bit, because I've taken some decent losses doing that right there. COHR would have worked. Yeah, dude. Your strat, there's always several of these plays that... What was the reason for not taking those? I am in at the highs. Baron, I love that approach, starting small and then averaging in, but that's messed me up too. Man, it would have worked beautifully right here, which I'm sure it did for you, to size into it. But then if I'm like, the problem that I had in doing that in the past is my winners would all be like the single entry. So let's say I sized into 500 shares. I would do like, like 150. Let's just do 600 for easy math. I'd do 200, 200, 200, something like that. And then if that trade doesn't work, I'm taking a really big loss. And then the winners on the day would all be the single entry, 200 shares. And yeah, I would get overly married and convicted, like Kayvon's suggesting. And then almost too much bias on it. I miss doing that a lot. That was really, I don't know, man. Trading gives me such a damn headache sometimes. Oh, what is this one? BMGL up to $2. Fades, there you go. BMGL, $2 from $1.20. So all of these tickers that there's probably no news on it. Yeah. So all the tickers that have no reason to be up are the ones that hold up. I don't know. I might have to do a Friday night live stream and really figure this out. I know both sides are difficult, Baron. You know, I mean, you're the therapist, right? So it's you've heard it said before, like everything's difficult. You know, like trading single entries is difficult, trading multiple entries is difficult, losing weight is difficult, eating healthy is difficult, being overweight is difficult. You know, there's your therapist quote. Everything's difficult. Choose your difficult. It's all difficult. Yeah, not trading that initial volatility where you can be more profitable sizing in, but it could be really painful. Or like right now when it's just the setup looks a little easier and cleaner and you're trend joining, I might have to just kind of trend join with single entries. Just find the plays, like right here, BMGL, when it looks kind of heavy against 214, just jump in it. Let's practice right now. Let me go to the paper side. BMGL. So here, we'll see if this works. Do 500 shares right here. BMGL 197 against like 210. Let's see if we're yeah, you know there's a lot of resistance. I'm still kind of stuck trading in the yeah, BMGL's not bad against the highs. I'm gonna take a short on the demo. I'm gonna be all green on demo. Cause I don't know, cause sometimes you just see it better and you wait for the backside, you trend join. I got all excited with RRGB. Well, I got excited before the momentum came into it. I was taking an early short because I just liked it against all the after hours pre-market resistance. Then it was just flooded with all the volume on the open. I don't know. There's just not. I think it was just one of them things. It's kind of a mistake. I wasn't. All right, BMGL. Let's see if that's gonna work out. So far, 197 entry. Probably going to take half off in the mid to low 180s. 190, 189. BMGL. Anybody joining me, BMGL? I'll take half off 185. 184. It's too easy on paper. I'll take another half off in the 170s. If I could withdraw paper money, it would be helpful. I'm going to email client services. Can you guys transfer my equity from paper to my live account? Yeah, perfect example of cave on your strat after the exhaustion yesterday and an additional dump. So is that one of the criteria you look for generally too? Just the prior day exhausting? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Jerry, S-bet, yeah, S-bet. S-bet, what in the world? 124.12 was the high today. I mean, S-bet, it would not surprise me if she tried to find her legs just because we probably have so many shorts underwater there. Noticing Enjoyer, good morning. How's your morning going? Nope, not green. Not green. Well, I am green on paper. Practicing right now. I got a little too trigger happy this morning, RRGB. I'll probably have to go over it tonight. Yeah, because when Baron, like what we're talking about with this BMGL, like when I see it, like I just saw this dude and I was like, dude, this looks heavy now against the highs. It already crossed the whole dollar up towards Magic 220, the 20-cent area. Looking heavy. It's too easy, man, once you wait for just when you're reacting rather than predicting. It's too easy. It's too easy. Because the stops are tight. You don't have to necessarily worry so much about them. I'm going to take another half off down here, 177. So now I have just 125 left. $125 left on BMGL. I'll set the stop 196. Otherwise, profit take down in the 150 on the rest of it. I don't mind taking those red trades, though, on small account, just to make, because you learn your lessons and you make sure you're not going to do that again. I just don't know what entirely that rule is going to be called. Wait for, because, yeah, I'm very convicted on something like this when you see kind of the move's been made and it looks top heavy. Very profitable. Or RRGB, for example, the play here, that would have been the more predictable play would have been the top is set and she curls back up, towards 550 and the stop is going to be 570. Yeah, 570 could be the stop on that, but you just got to wait, Kevin. You got to wait for these things to set up. You can't be jumping in front side with small accounts. Just not. Wait for the easy, predictable setups. Yeah, BMGL. What a play on paper. What a play on paper. Well, here's what you like about BMGL, that you can probably hold it for a few hours and be green. Absolutely. Because now I'm with leftovers, 500 shares down to 125 now. and I just set the stop at my average price, 196, top dash line, and take the rest at 150. And just let her work. Let her work. Yeah, I have so much experience watching tickers that my gut knows when there's a good trade. It's just I get a little excited. I still have the bad habit because I used to trade, sizing into them, and I'm trying to not do that anymore because there would be those outliers that would wreck me. It works 90% of the time until it doesn't. And I need to get away from shorting the euphoria, I think. I traded that way for several years, and I think I need to get away from it. It is profitable, but still you're looking for the euphoria, but wait for the setup to confirm more. Because there's still meat on the bone. I think that's going to be the rule. The slower stuff is very profitable. Very profitable. All right. Thank you guys for being my soundboard. Now I can figure this out. For $50, I can learn a valuable lesson. Just wait for confirmation on at least the high a day. Wait for confirmation on at least the high a day resistance. I'll just put confirmed resistance. Alright. Love ending my week like that. Alright, another sticky note. Man, I'll have to show you guys later tonight how many sticky notes I got. If only my brain could consume them all at one time. I need the Neuralink to take all this in so I don't make any mistakes. Keith, in and out like a microwave. Yeah, yep, there you go. Need to start going long again. The comfort of being short is interrupting a lot of profit long, like with that SBT. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. Like this CPro, I tried to long here, and then I got stopped out on this move. If you follow my cursor, I'm keeping them kind of tight and getting effed up. Trying to get more into the habit of doing that too, like trying to have no bias and just taking both sides of it. Or, taking both sides even on one trade. Like, for instance, RRGB. This is what ideally I would like to do, but unless it's very present, there's a lot of decent, good-looking setups that I'll take the long on, but there will be no follow-through momentum, and so you're kind of predicting other people are seeing what I'm seeing. Does that make sense? Like, you have some people like to trade the 50 DMA, 200 DMA crossover, or the VWAP break or the red to green move, but you have to have sustainable volume, and you have to predict that. What I like with shorting is you're just reacting based off of what has already happened, the volume that came in. And with shorting, it's more simplified. So you see you can show up late to the party with shorting. That's what I like about it. You have the volume come in, you have the top kind of set, you take a short, and then longs unwind their positions, and you ride it down with them. And you kind of want volume to fade. So it's more reactionary versus predicting. But where I was trying to get with that, Baron, is I would love to be able to ride the long on RRGB up and over $5 and then reverse short and make money on both sides of it. That's trading really, truly impartially on the tickers. But yeah, it's difficult for me to long these names. The longs are difficult when I see the resistance and see the, and you just don't necessarily know. Like I did not know that we were going to get millions of shares of volume coming in on this name. It was dead quiet. This ticker was dead quiet. I was just looking for a quiet pop and short against like this 520, and it just blew past that. So it was kind of uncontrollable. I think I think that's just a kind of an honest mistake for me. As far as that goes, it did not look like we were going to get all that volume in on it, so I kind of got chopped out. Maybe that can be an additional rule. Wait 10 or at least wait 2 minutes. Wait a couple minutes before you take a trade. But any long bias traders in here that have anything they'd like to comment on that? And honestly, that's probably why I'm not the expert on Kayvon's strategy, but I love how he does this. After the exhaustion on ANET and further capitulation on it, sometimes I'm sure these can be difficult to time at the bottom. I know he's waiting for the specific lower shadow candlestick and maybe for it to base out a little bit. But the reason it's kind of slow and grindy is because it's already exhausted out the longs. Shorts were probably covering their positions. Not a lot of panic selling anymore. So that just creates that stair-steppy action, which is not going to be a fast. It's not going to be, the profit's not going to be quick. But if with the clearly defined risk, it makes it really nice to have tight risk and a lot of reward. That, for example, and this is up 1.5 points and could stair step further up. So having clearly defined risk is the idea on it. BMGL, what the heck, dude? My paper trade was gold. Paper trade was gold on it. I get so sick of this. Being red, flipping to paper, and being green. And it's a trade I would have made too. That's the problem. But I don't know. I was definitely tilted after RGB, so. Not that I was hoping I was going to be red on paper. I don't know. I don't know if there is a good case scenario. I mean, this is exactly what I would have wanted live. Take the short and then take profits along the way. I'm going to take the rest down here at 163, BMGL. So 500 shares riding it from 197 to 163. About $100 trade right there. 500 shares. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like... Maybe I would have wanted to be red on paper. I'm glad I didn't trade this live. No, I don't know. You guys know it's just frustrating. Doug knows. He's been in here and he's done the same thing. He'll go from, not to pick on you, Doug, but it was cracking me up because he had some massive green trades practicing. He would be like, I'm gonna flip off the live. Massive green trades. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for him, but you can't help but laugh because we've all done it. Took a third on ANET. Good job, Kayvon. Okay, noticing enjoyer. When you are counter trend, I think. DCA. What is that averaging up? DCA. What does DCA stand for? You have to have wider stops when you're counter trend. Yeah, and you have to be okay holding an open loss in your P&L. Absolutely. Yeah, that is very true. If you're jumping into the euphoria, you have 90% of the time you're going to be 90% of the time you're going to be red initially because you're taking the opposite side of the play. The big boys like that because there's great liquidity. There is excellent liquidity that they're looking for. You do the same, but on the reverse side, looking for bounces. Baron, you just hopped in a short LVWT. LVWR, I think is what you meant. And what I like about it here at 463, it has a lot of resistance to get back up to the top. You're okay. Yeah, see, this is the same kind of thing. Yeah, you kind of let that top set in. It's hitting the top resistance line for me up here too, 515. Yeah, 515 I had as some resistance on it. It tapped that. Let's see how far she has to drop, Baron. Could be setting up in a head and shoulders pattern here too. Neckline's going to be like 440. If it does set a right shoulder, it's going to be in the 80s. Neckline's 440. But yeah, I like just waiting for that kind of backside move right there. A lot of us in here. I mean, there's some good traders in here that see things real well. RRGB now looks heavy against 520, which is where I was risking initially. Now it looks heavy against 520. Need to give him time just to set up. Give him time to breathe. And maybe just wait for the backside and then high a day confirmation. Otherwise, the risk is shooting. They're shooting up so quick. The risk is difficult. Wait for them to be slow. The boring stuff can be the most profitable. The boring stuff. Yeah, NPWR was gold. I don't know how I missed that one. This is pretty much what I'm looking for with the RRGB, like a spike up to after hours pre-market resistance and to fade it on down. I didn't recognize we were going to get that much hype on it this morning, so it is what it is. Dollar cost averaging, yep, enjoy her. ANET still kicking back there. 85.52, 85.59. Green on the day is what, 85.90. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing, Kevon. Risking just have a high a day set. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably thinking too much into this because I know what I'm doing. This BMGL is perfect. It's just jumped. I need to wait. I need to wait to not deal with that volatility at the open. Maybe we'll have a little timer. Have a timer in here. I just don't want to jump into the front side either. Really just want to let them develop. Honestly, it probably hurts me more times than it doesn't, especially if I'm, well, like Enjoyer said, need to widen them out a little bit if you're going to do that and size down appropriately. That's probably the idea. Baron, so I can do clinical notes and watch this in the background and be okay with even a small profit or average up if it... Nice. Baron working the multiple jobs right now. I can see Baron on one of his therapy calls, and we can get into it tonight. That'll be fun. I can see you having your calls and just having them on mute and trading in the background. You've so done it. LVWR 463 you had it at. That's not bad. It's really not bad. What are you trading against? I mean, the 515 is great. I agree with you. I like this trade too. LVWR 485 ish up there would probably be my risk. Be the right shoulder though. I'd probably have to give it up and over in the 490s. Guilty when I'm on tilt. There you go, LVWR. Yeah, tilt is very easy. You gotta to go on. You got a max loss on your account too. Well, I mean, people that are looking for a therapist, they probably have a lot of spilling the beans they need to do. So they'll probably be spilling them to you for a couple hours. You can keep trading while they're talking. Might hold till the close today. Patience pays. P-A-Y. All right, look at this support I got. I'm not trying to mess you up. 420 may be an area to at least take something off. There is going to be support there, 420. The 200-day is pulling down under 422 is also the 200-day. We could see it pull under that. Just be mindful. There may be buyers stepping in down here where it's pulling to right now towards 420. 418. Let's go. Yes. Love it. 415. We going to halt down here? All right. I'll probably... max ticker loss is 175. And then 250 is your max account loss on the day. Good. Those are good rules and guardrails you got set up. Yeah, there may be some support here. We'll see what happens, LVWR. RGB slowing down. 520 is the main risk there. May just start fading on the day. Guys, I may see you later tonight. I got some grown-up stuff to do. My kids are on summer break, and I gotta put some weed and feed down. It just rained. I gotta do some grown-up things, unfortunately. So I'll leave it at that today. It's gonna be a red day. BMGL on the demo side made up plenty for it though. If I can transfer those funds. I'm feeling good. I just need to, with a small account, that's something I need to learn really early on. I need to avoid that front side so I can have clearly defined risk at the highs and risk real tiny. Yesterday, that was perfect. I did that. I did that real well and didn't take hardly any. The losses were all so small. So that's what we're going to do moving forward. I think it's going to be good for the account. But traders, keep it tight today. Don't go on tilt like me. And keep it green, guys. We'll see you maybe tonight, if not Monday morning.